What's up, everybody? Hello, hello, hello. How's everybody's day going? Okay. We are today. I need nail therapy today. So, because I need nail therapy ASAP, if you are new, my name is Sugar. If you do not know me, or you have not seen my channel, well, make sure you like and subscribe because I think you'll like the shenanigans here. I do all things nails, acrylic, everything, pretty much, except for builder gel. Hi, Katie. How are you, sweetie? Hi, Stacy. Hi, my lovely. But yes, we need some nail therapy today. I forgot my gloves. Hi. Hi, Glitter and Chaos, my lovely. Karina. Oh my gosh, look. They're still on. They have not fallen off. The only thing that fell off was that big old flower. Look at that. That's the only thing that's fallen off so far. And they're still on there pretty tight too. And these tips are, they are phenomenal, you guys. If you've got to try these tips from BRITTBRAT. These are the long stiletto. She has shorter ones than this. To me, these are a medium stiletto, but for gel nails, they're long, I guess. But yeah. So, they're still on. And I forgot gloves. But today, we are finishing the Bangle set. The dark rainbow trending bangle set, but with a twist, because your girl cannot do it the same as everybody else. That's just not how that goes. Hi, Jennifer. Oh no. Hi, Dee. Good morning. Hi, Cordy Love. Hi, Kara. Hi. Hi, everybody. How are you guys? How's your morning? Oh, thanks, Stace. I can actually do quite a bit with them. So that's great. Let me pull you guys up. Okay, let's see. What's that look like? Does it look great? Hopefully. Okay. I forgot my... So, I think I broke my toe. I think I broke my big toe. Guys, so I have my foot is currently up right now. And I had my... Thanks for joining, everybody. Thanks for being here. I really appreciate it so much. You have no idea. It's been cray-cray here lately. What did I do with... Did I only grab one? No, it fell. Okay. But today we're gonna finish this... Oh, the set to this guy. Which, I love this part of it right here. Is my favorite part. So we gotta do more gems. We need more gems, guys. So I'll show you what I grabbed for the others, the rest of it, and then we'll go through that and do all that. And I have them all prepped and ready to go already. But I hope you guys are having an amazing night. But yeah, I dropped my Starbucks coffee on my... Well, I didn't drop it. It fell out of the bag. There was like a hole in the bag, and I went to move the bag, and it fell out the bag and dropped literally on the knuckle of my big toe. And I had flip-flops on, and so it like corner of that big thick glass dropping from such a high thing. I have my toe is purple. I'm pretty sure it's broke, but there's nothing we can do about it. So I can't really do anything about it. Last time I broke my toes, they're like, well, there's nothing we can do. You can be on... I was on crutches for a month because I took and smacked my pinky and my other toe in between a wall, like a corner of the wall when I was running through the house. And when I did that and I smacked, it cracked all the way up my foot. So that I had to be on crutches for like a month. And it was my driving foot too, so that sucked. But this time it was on my other foot. So, yeah. It hurt so bad I had to sit, like, it felt like... It still feels like my toe has a headache. Like, you know when your head throbs and it's like... Yeah, it's like that. But, like, it reverberates up the top of my foot. And so, it hurts so bad. It's just my toe. Just my big toe, luckily, Thank God. But, yeah, so that happened. So, okay. Let's get into this. I am working on a video for you guys where when I did these nails, I did like an organized clean with me type video, and I'm trying to decide if you guys want to see that as a video or if you guys want to see that as like a short or something like that. I never really know. I have stopped doing videos, so they are overrated. Hi, Nelly Love. How are you? They definitely are overrated for sure. And then I have these are the 3XL stiletto nails, my favorite full cover 3XL nails so far that I've found, which are on Amazon. We have the Mirage 3D Sculpting Gel from Madame Glam. I do have a code with them. And then I figured this rose gold paint we could use to paint some lines on the nail to give it something different because it is super sparkly. Look at that. Tell me that's not going to be beautiful, right? So I pulled that guy. And I figured we could match the rose gold and the gold together. Like, why not? And of course, I have this guy from Glitter Planet, like we used. And then we can do some hollow 3D ones too. And then I pulled this guy that matches. So, I don't know, just give us a little bit of something. Wait, what happened? What'd I miss? This is the weekend we're going to have the funeral. Oh, I'm sorry, Dee. My love is being sent to you. Condolences to you, sweetheart. I hope that this live can help somebody today. So we gotta kind of keep it in line with this. So I did pull a bunch of stuff. So I figured I wanted to remember you guys. You remember those clocks, those clock rings we used to have, where it was like, or a watch ring. Do you remember that? Where it was like a watch, but it was a ring. I love that. I don't know if we're gonna do that, but I have all these like little things that we could use, you know, just to kind of make it something different. You know, like these little guys, stuff like that, because we could use these and put gems, rainbow gems inside of these and these. So that's a thing we can do. Plus, you know, we're going to be using more of the chains. And then, of course, the neon gems, which are my absolute favorites. But I also grabbed these. These are my Swarovskis, and they're neon. Now, I don't know if I'm going to use these or not. I have no idea, guys, if I want to use these, because they're not the AB. They're just regular neon. But there's no need. They're just neon. So I just grabbed them to grab them, but we have these too. So we have like little embellishments that I can use on the side and stuff. So I grabbed those, and I have these butterflies, but I just want to stick to the moon and the star cosmic bangle theme, because these are the bangle nails, or the stacked bangle nails, whatever. So I think for the thumb, because we started at the very top, I think for the pinky we're going to do the same thing. But for the 3 middle ones, I think I'm going to just do the middle one. We're going to make sure we have all 6 colors on there. But these 2, we're going to do a bunch of different stuff. So do we want to do glow ones? And then, you guys know me, I pull everything, and then if we don't use it, we don't use it, but I want it to be extra glittery, or extra special. But I did pull these guys because they are iridescent, so we could use the little ones, not the huge ones, but they just kind of all came out together, so I don't know, I figured we could use those too if we wanted. Oh, look at that. So I got those, and then I pulled these. So all of these, I have these little glow stars, but what do you guys think about, do we want to put a Kuromi as like a necklace or a bracelet and Hello Kitty in there? Or do we want to leave it with just the gems? Because I pulled these gems thinking they would look really cool, but they're not as AB as I wanted them, but it still stays with the theme, I guess. But I want to do like, I don't know. we'll see, I guess. But I did pull a moon. I got my big giant one. So we'll see. And then I pulled these. So look at these rainbow. I think these rainbow ones will suit the set better. Don't you think? The rainbow ones will definitely go a lot better than whatever. So I got these rainbow ones because I wanted to make like a rainbow type ring looking thing. So yeah, I just kind of pulled some of that. But I got a rainbow moon and a rainbow star, or like AB, just so we had something. So there's a lot of things I pulled. Hi Kira, how are you? Hi Glam. Please stay. I'm doing the same thing, sugar with a stack of gems. Ooh. Aw, thanks. Are you saying that to me, Kira? Hi everybody. I just want to tell you guys I love you. Glow. Okay. We will do that. I have this white that's not going to, I don't think, interfere with the 3D aspect of it, with our colors. So let me grab the colors that we used the last time. And then that way we still have, I don't remember, is this, yeah, that's the yellow I used. And then I had to use this blue, didn't I? Is this the blue I used? Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, okay. And is this the green? Yes. So we have the green, the blue. Is this? No. I gotta find the purple. Hold up. Here it is. So this is a purple. Okay. What am I missing? Oh, my orange. How do you lose? That is not what we want. Oh, there it is. Okay. There's our colors. I pulled this too, but I'm like, oh, I don't know if we're gonna use it, but okay. Yeah. And then, as you guys know, I have my extras in here. This one kind of melted, which is weird. I didn't think it would. Like, this one didn't melt, but that one did. Oh, well. Anyway. So, we have, here's our nails. And we have our Mirage gel. And then I have this glue here, which, ow, that hurt. So we have this guy. And then we have the background. So I was thinking about making one white to do like, because you know I love this white. So I was thinking, what if we did the middle one white and the rest of them will be like black glitter, and we'll add hollow to it to give us our nice beautiful background. And of course we have our gel paint and all these wonderful beauties. So let's just do this. So I am going to use rose gold and gold together, I guess, because a lot of my stuff's in gold anyway. But we shall see. Open this guy. Oops. Okay. I don't have enough room, y'all. Okay. So we want to make a hollow one. I think I'm going to make a hollow 3D one. So I'm going to use this, the Mirage 3D sculpting gel. And then we're going to add this silver hollow. So we have like a hollow, a beautiful. And then I'm going to mix it with this guy here. So we have a nice reflective hollow look, I think. But let me get my colors going really quickly so we can do the background. And I forgot my base coat. So for this one, I'm going to use a very thin base coat because I don't want it to be super thick, you know? Typically, I would use my Brit Brat, but... Oh, no. Aw, I don't know why... I don't know why YouTube sent out the notification last night. Like, when I went to do it, yes, I was, you know, getting it ready for today, but I don't know why YouTube did that last night. I was like, I was really confused, but I'm sorry. I even put it on there that I said hi, and then I said, I'm so sorry. But then I woke up and it was gone. I was like, what the hell's going on? But I am so glad y'all are here. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all your love, your support, everything. I really appreciate it so much. But I am going to be wearing these. Sissy has her game tonight. So I will be wearing these to the game. Everybody loves, like, I always get people that are like, oh my god, who does your nails? And I have to tell them I do them. And then I typically forget to tell them, yeah, I have a YouTube channel. Because I don't really talk to those people. Like, they're just not my kind of people, you know? But that's not a bad thing. I just keep to myself, you know what I mean? I'm not like one of those moms that's like all up in everybody's business. I just stick to myself. No, girl, I hate my thumbnail. Absolutely hate my thumbnail. I was like, I was like, do I put my face in there? Because I'm trying to figure out, with YouTube experimenting with all these new things, it's like, oh my gosh, I'm so like, just leave it alone already. You know, don't fix what's not broken. But it has humbled me, I will say. And the taught me a lot, you know. Because I think over this past, I would say, maybe week or more, it's been a little cray-cray, you know. So it's just, like, this is where my heart is. I went from literally never having a hobby of any sort. Like, I did my nails all the time, but I didn't consider that a hobby at all when I did regular polishing and my glitter. And so, like, I never considered what I was doing a hobby or whatever. I just did my nails all the time. Excuse me. And so but then I saw it on YouTube one day and I was like, what? I can do this? And then it went from, like, I was being, like, super, super scared to even start a channel. Like, I was in my head so much that, like, it was absolutely bonkers. And that was, like, 2017. So it went from 2017 to 2019. And I moved, got a new place, and then I was like, you know what? Screw this. I want to try. I want to see if I can do it. Like, you know what I mean? Just see if I can do it. I'm a Sagittarius, so I just fucking try shit, right? I just go and do it. Like, if I can't do it, I will figure out a damn way to do it. Like, I'm gonna add even more sparkles because we need more sparkles in this. And that's essentially why I started my channel, was because I never really had a hobby to begin with. Honestly, I didn't. I just worked all the time, and I just was with my kids all the time, and I worked all the time. I didn't really do a lot of stuff other than my nails. And so it was just kind of like one of them things where it was like, you know, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do it. But then when I went to do it, I created my channel in 2013, guys, but I never did anything with it. So it sat there, and I didn't even start to do anything until 2021. But at the same time, that's okay, right? Like, it's fine. Because I actually did it, and then I started, just like you guys, you know, you just start, and you just do it, and go from there, and I had a few bad experiences with, like, what threw me over the edge, or pushed me over the edge, was, actually, what do you want to call that? I went to the nail salon when I first moved here, Oh my gosh. Hi, Pie Size. Yay. Congratulations, sweetheart. I miss you lots. I miss you lots and lots. Girl, me too. My name's Sugar, and I wish I had a sugar daddy. But I went to that nail place and got dip because I just started like with dip, you know? And it was the only place I found that does dip, or that did dip, I guess. And I should have known better when I first walked into that place. But right now we are mixing the black hollow, and I mixed in some silver hollow to make it extra glittery for our background. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, look at that. It's gonna be so good. Um, but freaking, I should have just known. But after she did it all, cut me a few times. By the time I got home, my hands were flared up so bad. Like, it was so bad, you guys. I'm not even joking. It was so bad. I wish I took pictures of just how bad it was. Because, oh, it was just absolutely horrid. So, let's go ahead and paint these really quickly. I'm probably going to have to do 2 coats of the white. Possibly. McBaby, hi! Aw, thanks! I missed a bunch of you guys. My bad, guys. Shout out to everybody in here. Make sure you like and subscribe. Let's see. Middle nail. Pointer. Ring. That one. So this one's going to be our white one. So these ones are going to be black. So let's do the white. So I'm going to use my Iced Out by BRITTBRATNAILDIT. My favorite. You guys know. Look what I did, though. See this? It fell over and it got everywhere. Now I'm going to have to clean it off because I cannot stand when my bottles are dirty. So this right here is a beautiful, like, milky white hollow glitter. It's like a hollow iridescent glitter. Oh, it's beautiful background. But I broke out. That was the first time that anything had ever happened to me. Other than when I used to do press-ons that you would buy from the store way back before I started doing my nails. I would always have acrylic, but then in between getting acrylic, I would go and get like those press-ons from the store, like the Kiss ones and stuff. Well, the glue that would be inside those press-ons, I was allergic to. So I cannot use any type of like standard nail glue. Oh shit, I am absolutely super allergic to it, and so that sucked. Because that's when I first found out that I had an issue with stuff. Was the nail glue inside of those little press-on things. So at that time, I mean, we had Amazon, but I really wasn't into like nail stuff, you know. But that getting that done is what really getting my nails done with dip is what really activated like that whole thing again. And I have lupus anyway, so like my body sucks, okay? And so things just kind of, yeah. And so when you're putting this on, you kind of want to do it in like one fell swoop. So I'm going to take some of this excess off. Sometimes it is almost like I'm being a little dramatic with the color, but it's kind of, you want to do thin coats, but I think we'll be okay with that. Because once we get everything on there, it should be fine. Excuse me. But once I got home, that was like the absolute worst thing ever, was having to deal with that. Like, it was horrible. Alright, I'm just pulling this down. Kind of goes whoop. You don't want that, right? So I'm going to kind of hold it this way a little bit. I'm gonna hold it upside down and then should be good to go. Yeah. I know you guys probably can't see the glitter, but oh, it's so beautiful. One thing you want to make sure is that your edge is fully done. If your edge is not fully done, you guys, it's going to look goofy unless you go over the edge. So just make sure there's no, like, open spaces, I guess. There we go. But make sure you get the excess if there is any. But it was so bad I had to go to the hospital. And I had to go have her take them off, and it was just absolutely horrid. Like, for real. It was so bad. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this. We're going to add this onto the nails, and then I'm going to put this on top. So that way, I'm just going to use the brush that is inside here to paint it on with. Now, for these ones, we only did one coat, remember? But since adding that silver, we're not really going to have to add too much, because that silver really makes that color pop out. But you guys know I have to do this with my own twist, or else I won't do it. Because I don't like trends, but I really liked this idea of doing a dark bangle trend. So we're going to put what we can on here. I can't really see the chat at the moment, guys, so just bear with me here. I do appreciate everybody being here. Now, the last time what I did was I took this guy and I made sure I went around this whole thing because it likes to fall to the sides on these nails. And so it looks really cool around the outside. See that? It's a lot darker around the rim here. One of my favorite parts. Just make sure you don't have any bubbles anywhere. Oh yeah, look at that. Yes. Oh my gosh, I so needed this today. So needed it. Alright. So that is our first layer, which is the only background layer we're going to use. Oh yeah, look at that. So much more glitter. And then just make sure you don't have any little flukes in there like I got. Give me one sec, guys, because I can see it. Ah, got it. Damn it. Alright. I'm going to lightly just pull that down over the center. And then go back up over the top here. So that kind of falls to the sides, but also comes back up at the top. Just going to take my brush and kind of move it along the top here. Because for the middle one, we're going to use the whole thing. But we're not going to be... So the other ones are not going to go all the way up like the thumb. So the thumb and the pinky, we're going to go about halfway. So if you guys notice, I will go... My brain goes like left and right. So bear with me. I'll get to the point eventually. The one thing I don't like about these tips is at the bottom, it kind of has that little dip right there, but you can always fill it in with top coat, but it does suck a little bit when that happens. So I try to just kind of like, you know, you can take a liner brush, but then you're not gonna mess that up. So we're just gonna keep it. So here's our white one. My fingers were so bad, dude. Have a good work day. It was so bad. You love my brain? If I were to do this trend, I wouldn't do the bangles either. I'd probably have to do my crystal beaded bracelet somewhere. And yeah, that, well, because, so my first one, we twisted the colors, and I want to do the same thing. Of course, we're going to make this, I think we're going to make the pinky kind of the same way. But with the pinky, we're going to do a star instead of a moon. But I think for the other ones, I want to do a little bit more of the rhinestones, and then I want to put more stones inside of the 3D. But the middle one's going to have all the colors. We're not going to twist them on the middle. We're going to put all the colors on in the middle, but we'll twist them when we get to the pinky. So I think the middle is going to be our main beautiful blowout nail, I guess, if that makes sense. So that one I want to put the glow on, because I think having the glow on one nail like that is going to make it stand out even more. You know what I mean? So we'll make the colors nice and... Okay, so I'm going to pull this back. Pull it up, and then we'll let this fall this way down to the sides. So you kind of take that excess off and spread it to the middle. And then that way, once you get to the middle, it'll all fall to the side. And then we will have how it's around the outside rim, which is super easy to do, and you don't have to add any extra like polish. You can go like this as well with your brush if you decide you don't have enough there. Take the edge of your brush and just kind of brush it along the outside here. And then that way it's kind of evened out. And then make sure you get it all the way around. Ta-da! Just like that, everybody. But I wanted to do like a dark neon theme because I can't do the regular, guys. I know everyone loves it, but I can't do it. I just can't. Hey, it's okay. It's not creepy, I promise. Alright, so we only have one more nail. So let's go ahead and get this guy. I don't know where all these floofs come from, guys. I really don't. I really, truly don't. But these two polishes from Nail Reserve have been my go-to polishes that I have used so much that they're damn near gone. If I would tell you any hollow to get would be this one right here. Sunset Memories, but I don't think they have it anymore. Did you guys know that Nail Reserve is merging with Madam Glam now? They were already a sister company. Madam Glam already owns them. But they're just going to be with Madam Glam now, I guess. So we'll see if they come out with anything new, since they haven't come out with anything new in forever. But I am definitely so glad that you all are here. Okay. So with these tips, they kind of have a curve at the top here. So I kind of sometimes have to take and not file it, but buff the curve down. Alright, we want to make sure we get any excess out of that's going to be on our nail. Because I'm going to put these on with the BRITTBRAT glue. And praying to God that I can wear it. I love that it does that. Like, I don't even have to do anything. And it's like, I'm here. And I'm like, yes, ma'am. So hopefully this set brings you a little joy today, because I know it's bringing me some joy. And there's a floof. Nice. Oh god, I can't even get the floof out. I think I baked it in there, guys. Oh, no. Okay. Alright, so for the most part, definitely want to make sure it's kind of equal, and we don't have a lot right there at the end, so let's grab a little bit here and just kind of go over it again. Like I said, you don't want a bunch on there, but we'll bring some of that up. There we go. Oh. Alright, so we have a floof right dead smack in the middle. Maybe not. Damn floofs. Okay. We're just gonna leave it. You know what, floof? You're just gonna stay there. Oh, see? I even cleaned my desk and everything. But anyway, I forgot to tell you, I did do a video, but I'm trying to figure out if you guys want a video or if you just want a short form content on that. Thanks for coming out for your girl today. Appreciate it. I mean, it's definitely been a hot minute since I put a video out for you guys, but I definitely think that I don't really miss making videos because I hate to edit because I'm so like when I edit. You guys know me in my editing. Have a great day, Katie. Love you, girlie. Hi, Sandra. I am. We're gonna finish this set that we started. So I used the black and then I added more of this so we could have a little bit more sparkle. Even though that was my first one, I think it'll still be okay. Okay, so that we are done with. So now that we have that one, do we want to decide on, because I think for me, we have, this is the fun part, right? So now we have, I'm going to grab my little doohickey. And so the pinky is where I'm going to go ahead and just do the pinky now. So that way, because we're going to do that one somewhat similar, just not, we'll have gold on the pinky, I think, or maybe we'll not, I don't know. But I think we're going to do it the same. It's just we're going to do this blue star. We're going to do this blue glow-in-the-dark star, and that'll be in the middle instead of, because we have the moon here. So we'll use the star on the pinky, and then that way we can kind of have the same. Hello, everybody. See what I mean? Just see how good that looks, guys. Like, ugh. I hope it's coming through to you guys, too, where you can see through it. It just looks so beautiful. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and we're going to top coat these because these need top coated. So let's go ahead and top coat all of them, and then we will not have to worry about, you know, we can paint on top and all that too. So I'm going to use this thin top coat here. We don't want it to be super bulky, so I think the key is using a thinner viscosity top coat. Unless you are encapsulating like thick glitters, then I would use the thick BRITTBRATNAILDIT top coat. As you guys know, that is my favorite, because if you have floofs inside, the top coat that you put on there from BRITTBRAT you will never know that you have a floof in there because it just goes right over it. So now this one, I kind of gotta maneuver it a little bit, but once we get stuff on there, it'll be okay. We won't even have to worry about it. Just make sure it's fully encased. Excess off. Okay. And this one levels out really, really nicely too. So the glass VARNAIL one is really, really good. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to do this for all of them. But I am going to be wearing these tonight. So I'm excited. I never finished my story. However, the lady at the nail salon didn't give two shits. I didn't want my money back or anything. The hospital was like, you need these taken off ASAP. Because I ended up getting a, what is that called? Not the dermatitis, but, you know, where like if you get a cut and your hand blows up. What is that called? Crap, I don't remember what that's called, but I ended up getting that, and it literally blew my entire hand up. Plus, I had all the dots and the whatever. My fingers, my nails were super red and swollen, and I tried everything. They itched so bad, and I tried so many things to whatever, and it wasn't until I went to the hospital that they gave me the antihistamine thing. Cream, and they gave me these little hand things. I had to put my hand in these like mask things to help saturate at night and stuff. But it took a long time. It was like two weeks of just agonizing bullshit. And what was funny was I was new to the area, so I didn't know, you know, that this place had just opened up and whatnot. You see, I had two floops in there and didn't even know. But by the time all that happened and I went back and she was like, yeah, I can take them off. I thought, okay, great, thank you. You know, I didn't ask for my money back or anything. I just wanted them the fuck off. That's when I found out I was allergic to acetone. On top of all that, she, you know, put my hand in acetone and, oh, girl, that hurt so bad. I was like, is this supposed to be a thing? Like, is this what you're supposed to be doing? Hi, Peyton. Hi, everybody. I love you guys. Shout out to the 20 of you guys in here. I'm so grateful for each and every single one of you guys. Now, this one doesn't cure, like, super tacky or anything. So if you do get this one, just know it is not super tacky. I love this white. If you get anything inside of it, you will see it. Luckily, I didn't. Thankfully. The one thing I hate about these tips, like I said, is it will pile up right here. And if you don't go like this and kind of just lightly spread it out, it looks like a little bump on the end of your nail. But by the time we put something right there, you won't even be able to tell. So I'm not really worried about it. But these tips I got off Amazon. So after I went through that agonizing journey, took her about an hour to take everything off. But what she did was, which I didn't realize when I got there, it was down in the basement. That red flag number 1, y'all. If you have to go down in a basement cellar to do your nails, just don't. Just don't do it. Just don't do it. Yeah, there you go. That's what it's called. Tendinitis, right? Tendinitis. And so I'm gonna let them bake really well in there real quick. And so yeah, it was absolutely insane. And after that was done, I was like, I tried to like go to the website and like look and see if anybody else had any issues or anything like that, and they were gone. Website was shut down. Then I went back there and they were gone. They were just gone. The health department had come in and actually shut them down. After I had come in, like the day after I had got them taken off, the health department actually come in and shut them down for unlawfully practicing on people without actual licenses, I guess, and allegedly. So yeah, I was like, wow. And then my journey really truly began at that point, because that was when I was like, if I am doing it to myself, I can look at the ingredients and I can do it myself. I can do this shit myself. So I started with dip, but then moved to polygel and then acrylic, because I just wanted to try everything and anything, honestly. And look at that. Oh, I wish you guys could see the sparkle. It's there, I promise. I know it's hard to see, but it is there, and it's so pretty in person. But yeah, so that was crazy. So that was my first introduction into germs and stuff like that, and like how she did everything, because like I will say that she was dipping my finger inside of the used powder, and the brush that she was using was not clean, which I thought it was. She was like, "Oh, it's just, stained." And I was like, "Oh, okay, whatever." I figured she wouldn't tell me that, whatever, but that's what happens when you're naive and you take everybody at their word. But yeah. So yeah. All right. So I basically just started my channel at that point. I'd already started the channel, but I had not been doing anything. I originally was on Instagram before I started doing anything. And so, okay. Here's this. And so yeah, I just like posted my first. If you go way back and you scroll on my Instagram, you will see my whatever on Instagram. You'll see like my very first post and stuff. I mean, there's a lot on there now, but for the most part, it was all just glitter, because that's where my name came from. Alright, so we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna make this one exactly the same as the thumb. But this one is obviously smaller, so you're not going to have as much as you do on the thumb. I wasn't sure about these at first, but I think they're better off in the middle somewhere versus at the top. But we're going to reverse it. And so, because I think I can only get like 2 of those on. But I think we're going to reverse the colors. So we're going to start with blue and purple and work our way that way. So, what am I doing? Oh, yeah. So we're going to take, and I'm going to use the pink. So we might only be able to get like 3 on here. So we'll use the orange. And then I think, I don't know if I want to do the green. What you don't want, though, is you don't want these hanging off the sides too much. And you kind of want them to kind of come down at an angle, at least, to kind of go with the curve of the nail. And you want them to kind of be the same on each side, so that way it's not, like, looking goofy. And you want this one to be in the middle. So we're going to push. And then look at it this way too, because that'll help with, alright, we're gonna set her in there. And then while that's in there, we're gonna go ahead and take out the chains that we used. And so I think we used one of these. So I'm gonna cut this guy. So you want your nippers. You started dip too? Yay. I ended up doing dip, but then when I started making my own dip colors. That's how I got into acrylic as itself, and so I I thought that, I don't know, I ended up loving acrylic so much. Like acrylic is I am missing my acrylic right now, you guys. You have no idea. Like I am missing it so bad. So I think what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to kind of do this a little bit differently. So of course in the middle we're going to have the star. So what we're going to do is I'm actually going to switch. So this one here, I'm going to switch and we're going to do the chain and then we'll do the color. Just to kind of give it a different vibe, but kind of the same. So I'm going to map this guy out. And what we don't want is the longer ones on the sides. So the long one's going to go in the middle. And then map it out that way. And I feel like you guys are so far away. Is that better? Let me know if that's better. Alright, so technically we only need obviously just a super little bit. Because we want the little round ones to be hanging off the side. So I'm going to cut right here. It's better if you guys have actual nippers, but I don't know where mine are. Okay. So there's that guy. And then we have a little bit of this guy. So we'll just cut this guy as well. Woo! And then we have the one with the round parts on them. And I think these came from Lisette gel nails, guys. So we have this guy here. So we're going to go ahead and we want to make sure we have one of those in the middle. So we're just going to cut this right here. Come on. There we go. Okay. Alright. So we're going to take the first guy and we're going to take him. And obviously you want to kind of leave a little bit of room so you can tell the difference between what's going on the nail. So the way we want to map this out is we have these 3 colors that we need to get on this nail. So we need to map it out the same way. So that means because this is a smaller nail, you're going to have to be a little bit more cautious about where you're adding things. So if I put that there and then put this in its place, it'd be switched. So then that would be there, and then so this would be in the middle, and then this will go under. And then, so I think what I'm going to do is take this guy. That one might need to be in the middle. I'm trying to think of the best way to do it. So I'm going to take my thicker glue. Taking my thick rhinestone glue, because that's going to help hold it down. Yes, girl, try it, Sugar. What kind of monomer? You know what? I have had issues with so many monomers, you guys. Most people aren't like me, so it's a little bit different. But I think that Young Nails for me has been the best monomer. However, I've been really wanting to try other monomers, and Glitter Planet has been one of them. So, Glitter Planet is one that I am in the process of trying to get. because it's HEMA free and it's really good, you guys. But I have to test it out, obviously, of course. I can't tell you that it's like super good until I test it out. Because I can't recommend anything if I myself haven't tried it yet. But I do know that she takes her stuff very seriously. You know what I mean? And I know that and I am a brand ambassador for her, so you know what I mean? I'm just waiting. So I'm trying to make it a little bit different here. So let's go ahead and just take this guy. But young nails for me doesn't make me sick. I'm used to young nails. It doesn't give me headaches. It doesn't make me sick. And I don't break out. So for me, really, the only ones I've tried is that Tones one. Which the Tones one for me, I can't do. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't. Because it gets so bad over time. Like, the longer you use it, the more powerful it gets. For me. And so that was one thing that, like, yeah, I couldn't do. So that one I can't use. And then Kiara Sky is too loud. It's not worth it. For all that money that they charge. I'm sorry if you like Kiara Sky, but don't kill me. Let me grab my other nippers real quick, guys. Okay. However, I've heard Zulays is really good. I'm on the path of trying to get hers as well. It's just I haven't been able to, you guys. It's been a little bit rough here lately, so. Okay. There we go. There's that one. So we want to make sure it's, you know, it's not like too bad looking. Okay, so next up. So we want to make, I was thinking we're going to do the blue and the purple. Okay. So let's take our blue and our purple. And I got, these are from Amazon, guys. So if you want to know where those came from. But I want to do I want to try, I was going to try the Macart Pro. However, I don't know. I don't think I am ready to invest in that one. But it is easily accessible on Amazon. That doesn't mean that that's a good thing. As I've learned. And I don't buy monomer from Amazon. There's a lot of monomer out there, and a lot of people like Nail Couture's monomer. However, I can't use his monomer, so I can't use any of his products. But that's just me, guys. So, there are some decent ones that, like, JC Beauty Concepts is a good one. I don't know a lot, but I can recommend Young Nails. That is one I can and will absolutely recommend. It is very, how do I want to put it? Expensive? But it's worth it. Okay, you see how I did that one? How it's more curly? Ooh. I want it more like 3D-esque, so I don't want to push it too much into the nail. I want to keep it wobbly, I guess, if that makes sense. Okay, just like that, so you can see the wobble within it because it's a bangle, so you want to keep that little wobble, you know? So we're going to cut this guy off. I think this might be my favorite part. Okay. There's our wobbly bangle. It's called a twisted bangle, but Now, if you want to kind of quarter gap, like take any excess things off, make sure it's like stuck down. You can do that too. Make sure it's at least decently enough pushed up, but you don't want to lose the twist. You know what I mean? You want to keep that twist in it, because that's what bangles do, especially if you're wearing a twisted one. So we're going to go ahead and stick that guy in there. And I'm going to fully cure that though. I went to buy Bexy Glow monomer, but she can't. Oh, real? Yeah. Well, see, Glitter Planet is the same. So she right now can ship to the US, but only in like small bottles, and so she can only ship 2 at a time. Like nothing else above that, beyond that. And right now she can't ship to the EU, which is kind of weird, but she did tell me that, and that's also on her website too. But I've never tried Bexy Glow. I will tell you the truth about they last year or the year before, they wanted to work with me, and I had to. Young Nails has 2 kinds. They have the regular monomer, and then they have the low odor, but that low odor is slow setting and a different type of acrylic. And me personally, it takes so much longer for it to dry. I don't even want to deal with that, because I'm used to the smell. So the other one, the regular monomers in a white bottle with pink writing, and that's how you tell the difference. The whole system for the core powders and the acrylics for Young Nails are white and pink, and then the other system, that's the low odor, is in teal, white with teal. So that's kind of how you differentiate between the two. I have not tried a lot of monomers at all. Kira Sky was one, but I bought it off Amazon, so I wasn't sure if it was legit or true. And it literally made me sick for like 2 weeks. Do you guys remember that, when that made me so sick? Bye, Karina Love. Yeah, try it. Try it. You might have to reach out to her though. I don't know if it's up. I think it's up there for us US people. Okay, so we have that one on. So I kind of reversed it. So now I'm gonna do this. We'll do this guy. Wait. Yeah. And then I'll do. So I'm gonna put 2 at the bottom. So we'll have the middle one with the rhinestones here. And then one of these guys right here. And then the rhinestones there, and then we'll have that, and then that. Okay, so we'll just put this guy on there. And you can also do like your own necklace. You can make like your own necklace look too, but I kind of want to make these somewhat similar, so I'm just going to do these ones kind of the same, and then we'll go from there. So put this guy on here, make sure it's not too thick. So we'll put this guy on here. And why did I cut it like that? Oh. Okay. So now we want to make this guy go up. Because remember, we have to have enough room to do this with all these colors. So we're going to pull it up. Make sure it's straightened out. Make sure she's adjusted. There we go. Okay. Okay. And then you can also put a jewelry piece on the middle of that too if you want, like a rhinestone. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and cut this. Make sure you don't cut your nail like I did. Oh, for crying out loud. Well, I thought these were going to be just dandy to use. However, so if something comes all the way to the side like this, but it's not completely down all the way, you want to make sure you kind of tag it in there. Because if not, and it lifts up on you, that's not going to be good, right? So we're going to go ahead and make sure it's straight. And then okay, now let's go ahead. Oh, let's go ahead and do our middle part, which the middle part is going to be the blue star. Now, typically, I didn't do it, but typically I would go ahead and put the star down first, cure it, and then go in and do your colors. Now, this guy's going to be a little bit bigger than typical, but we need a glow guy on there, so gives us just enough of space. Okay. So now we're going to go ahead and take our colors, which are our neon colors. Grab them. Now, I'm slow, as you guys know. So just know I'm a little slow. So we're going to start, and we're going to probably start... We'll do pink on one side, purple on the other. And you can also make sure, depending on how big you want. Okay, so we don't want that big. So we're going to start with... Oh, hell. Okay. So we're going to take our pink. I'm going to put him right up inside that star. I feel like it might be a little too small, but... And then we're going to take our orange. And we might have to go down a little bit more, though. So because this is big... Oh, that's a bigger... No freaking wonder. Okay. Alright, because this is a star, you have to make sure the whole flat of it is flat on the very tip of the inside of your nail. Middle of your nail, I should say. So, we have pink and orange. Push that as far up as we can get her. Make sure it's not coming down too far, but up as best you can get her. And then we'll start yellow on the other side. What I didn't realize is I put the stuff up way too far, but that's okay. Not a problemo. Okay, so we're gonna go... Shit. Alright, hold up, y'all. Now, typically, the Bangle nails are not going to be super hard for you guys at all. Okay, that's way too... Okay, well... Alright, well, I guess I was wrong. I don't know. Alright, anyway. We're gonna go green. Okay. So typically, actually, this would be blue. So it should be green, then yellow, but... And then pink, purple, and then pink, but whatever it is, what it is. It's still neon, so... Make sure that is up all the way. And then you want these to be in the very center of the star. Now I'm kind of confused because these are 3 different types and it's not quite working the way I thought it was, but alright. So this one needs to be smaller. To match the other side, okay. Alright, well, we got it. Now we just gotta make sure it's the same on each side here. I think it's that orange one. I think that orange one's really throwing me off. Now, I don't know if you guys do this, but I sure do it. Faff with shit all the time. I don't try, I just... Yeah. Alright, we're gonna leave it at that, and, make sure it's up all the way. I have to have shit in the middle. It has to be in the middle. If not, it's gonna drive me bonkers. Make sure they're even on both sides. Okay. What you don't want is any excess you have on the side, take that off. Alright, so now that we have that, we're going to go ahead and take our little beads. And you can either do this now or you can do it after, but since I already have what I thought was what I needed. Oh, hell. So we're going to add these guys. And I'm just going to make it as tacky as I can get it. That was funny. As tacky as I can get it. You best believe I'm making my shit tacky as hell. And then that just gives it your little barrier, if you want to call it that. So since they're so small, you only need 4. So it's not a big deal. If you can get them to stay on. And they don't fall off like so. Oh my Atlanta, Georgia. Oh hell. This is why I can never do like full sets fast. Alright. Alright, make sure that thing is straight, y'all. Make sure the sides of it is like straight enough. So it don't look goofy between here, but mine's kind of off a little bit, but it's okay. Alright, we're just gonna cook it. Woo! No worries. Okay, hi Ange. Well, at least we got the color on here, and then typically it wouldn't take me that long, but hey, whatever. Okay. Alright, so next one is the other color. So now is the green and the yellow. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and take just a tibby bit out. We don't need a lot since this is like gonna be tiny. So this one is just gonna be the same. Just kind of spin differently. So I'm gonna take them and we're gonna fold them together. Okay. Me. Okay. So when you're putting this on, like I said, you want to make sure you're putting it on like all right. Ooh, I love it. Okay. Now we're just gonna like take it and smash it up to the side there. Oh my. Because they're not supposed to be like small and whatever. They're supposed to be ones of all different sizes. I mean, that's the whole point of a bangle nail. You know what I mean? So, I'm going to take the rest of this and we can put it back in our jar. That has no green on it, so we're good there. That has no yellow on it, so we're good there. Okay. So now, let's go ahead and put it in there and nuke it. I hope this is good therapy for you guys. I love you guys. Okay, Nana Angela. Shout out to all 25 of you in here. Let's get this freaking Bangle Stack Nail set. This is a dark rainbow one, which I love. Once we get this nail done and we move into like the newer part of it, I think it'll be great. Oh, it's looking so good, you guys. Look. It's a smaller scale, but it's looking the same. I just reversed some of it. Okay. We're going to go ahead and add a different thing here. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit of like these. So let's see. So with this one, I'm going to take that excess off. So you can either do like 2 sets of something or not. Now, these little ones are best. I want to see something. Okay, that's way too big, but okay. Let's see. Like I said, I wanted to kind of make them the same. So we'll do these bigger, like, they're not rose gold, but they're bigger. And I kind of want... You can do 2 rows of this, or you can do 1. And then you can do, like... You could do, like, 1 or something in the middle. So I guess this one's going to be a tiny bit different, but... Now, these ones are not metal. Or, I mean, maybe they are. They don't look metal, but they definitely are different. Okay. So you can make it wavy, or you can make it straight across. I mean, honestly, it's up to you guys. If you want to make it wavy or not. You know what I mean? I don't know if I like them on this nail, though. Those are too big. Okay, bear with me, y'all. So we're just going to do a line of these. I'm just going to put them on there. Oh, hell. I wish I had one of those things to put them in like a row. What are those called anyway? Alright. So, we're gonna have to put these guys up more. Okay. So, how's everybody's day so far? I definitely needed this today. You have no idea. How much I truly needed this. So we're gonna bring this up just a hair. And you want to make them as straight as you can possibly get them. Now we'll have to go over all this, but for mostly part of it. I think YouTube is messing people's stuff up right now because of all the crazy shit they're doing. Ha ha ha. Okay. You're going to want a cleanup brush, guys, so make sure you have a cleanup brush handy so that way you can clean up any excess that you have. You know what I mean? So make sure you have some alcohol with you. Because, yes, we're going to go over it, but you don't want a bunch of, like, lines that are going to come through, if that makes sense. So I'm just going to go over that, and we're going to take that excess off. Alright. So I guess just have fun with it. Like, I know. Well, thanks for coming back, love. Okay, so now we're going to do the other colors, and we're going to do the pink and the orange. So the bottom one, I don't know if we'll be able to do what we did on the big one, where we put the colors inside, or the gems inside the color for the bottom of it, but... So, we're not going to need a lot, because it's the bottom of the nail, so pretty much cut that in half. And these also came from Amazon, too. So this same thing, we'll just cut this a little bit off. Okay. Is that a floof? Oh, hell no. Mr. Floof, you are coming out. Got it. We're gonna do the little wormy. Okay. Woo! Okay. I had to do that quite quickly, but she's not as riveted as the other ones, but oh well. Okay. What we got to do is make sure she is not coming up off the nail. And there's no floofs. Okay. Now you can make her wobbly if you want, but I'm not gonna do that. This isn't that great for people who are, like, have that fidget or faff a lot, you know? Alright, it's going, it's staying. But I have a floof inside of this guy too. Goodness. Alright, I'm gonna add the ones I guess fell off that I didn't know about. Go. Okay. I mean, I guess it is time consuming depending on how fast you are, but you guys know I'm slow, so. Now, how are we going to do the other ones? We just going to go for it? Because I think one of these would look really cool as like a big, I think this one, or is it this one? Hold on. I think one of these would look cool, especially on the white nail, because it's like rainbow. And then we could do like a hollow band and then add this, and then we'll add like ones on the side of it. I don't know. What do you think? Do you like that multicolored? And are we doing Kuromi in that too? Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to burp in your ear, y'all. Goodness. Alrighty. So the last thing that we're going to do on this one is the other... I kind of wanted a thicker thing at the end of this one, but... I'm going to go ahead and put this on. How do I have another floof? That's a big floof. Goodness. Okay, so this one is this chain here, and I guess we could actually put a real small... Okay. So you can put a diamond in the middle and then put this on the side of them, but I just was trying to make it a little bit easy on myself and not go too much and kind of keep them somewhat the same on both sides. as best I could. Alright, so your best bet is to make sure it's hanging off both sides. Okay, just make sure you have enough on there, guys. You just want enough on there so you know it's gonna stay. And then at the very, very tip of it, I'll roll up some of that same kind of color, the clear with the color in it, and we'll just do a real tiny one at the very tip of it. Have a good day. Oh, hi, Swatch with me. I'm sorry I didn't see you. My apologies, sweetheart. What I do know is that this set is going to be unique AF, and I think it's going to be my best set. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to come in. These things are not that sharp. Oh, hell no! Well, I might have to put that back on there. Okay. So we're just going to gel that guy back up on there. Make sure we got plenty. And I'll set him right down inside there. I can't believe that happened. I mean, I kind of can. So we'll just set that guy right back down on there. Alright, it won't go up anymore. Which is kind of weird. Okay. Alright, hold up, y'all. There we go. It's as good as she's gonna get, I guess, since she won't go up any further. Wow. Who would have thought? Oh, hell, guys. Might as well just make a new one and put it on there. I thought, well, I'm gonna just put it on there and... Yeah. But it'll sit one way or the other, but if I try to push it, it won't go. Hi, Emily. I keep forgetting you guys are way closer than what I thought. So either I keep it messed up, like that, or I do a new one. You know what? We're gonna leave it. I'm not gonna mess with it. Okay. So let's take a little bit of this. And just literally need like a quarter of this. I'm going to put one gem in this one. And this stuff really doesn't stick to your gloves. Like, this stuff is so good. So I'm just going to dip a little bit. Lock save. And then we'll just take up the rest of that with what we got on here and then put it on the nail. And then we'll add a little tiny charm in the middle of it. And then that nail will be done. I'm excited to wear these because I think people are going to crap. Okay. And we're going to put this guy on here at the very end. Maybe. I'm going to do it just like that. Okay. One thing you want to make sure is you don't want flukes on the edge of your scraping tool either. So what I'm going to do is square this off. But we need enough so that way when we stick the gem in there, down on the end of that, it's going to work. So I'm going to stick one of those AB looking stones in this one. And then you're going to cut that little bit of excess off from even underneath. Because you don't want anything that's going to cause it to stick underneath there. Alright, we're going to take one of these little teeny tiny. And then we'll do two tiny ones on the side. It'll be exactly like the other one, just on a smaller scale. So just make sure it's actually flattening out on the nail and not on the side. Like so, and then just make sure you're either pushing it up or whatever, and make sure it's not, one's not up and the other one is. So same thing for this side. If you can't see, let me know. Okay. There we go, everybody. Look at that. How about that? Now, make sure your ends, make sure there's like no excess. So I'm going to try to cut. I think for me, being precise is something that you can see if this stuff is under your nail. And to me, that drives me nuts, everybody. I don't know if you guys are like that, but here we go. Got it. Alrighty. There she is. She's done. Only thing we have to do is the top coat, but I'm gonna wait for that. So we need to get going. Alright, I'm slow as hell, but that's okay. Excuse me. Okay. How do we want to do the... Are we wanting to do this rainbow for the middle of this nail? I think the darker one would look cool. So I'll stick this down into a clear band. Right? And then this one could be in the middle. And then on the sides we could do... Like, I don't know. We'll have to do like different colors or something. Or we have that round one. We have this one. I would probably take up most of that. We have the iridescent ones, or we have the bright ones. Here's the AB one. And then we have the dark one. This one's actually rainbow, though. Do we want to use that, or we want to actually use something different? Because I think... we're going to do stars on the side. So I don't have any, like, super tiny stars, I don't think. So I have these right here. These, like, iridescent stars we could also use. Now, I did want to make sure that at least 2 of them glowed in the dark. And what was I doing? Something. What did I need this for? Oh, yeah. The stars. So the iridescent stars. Now, these don't glow, but if we add the stars, like, on the side of either this one, that could be, like, our bangle bracelet. You know what I mean? But they would be, like, kind of like that, or we have the darker one. I really like this one. Seems to really, like, sparkle. Darker would tie it into the nail. Okay. We'll do the dark. And then I'm trying to think of what to do beside the dark, though. Because I think if we have these ones that glow, I'm almost thinking, you know what? We're just going to do it. So I'm going to go ahead and do the middle before I do anything. So if we're going to use that dark one, we'll do the same rainbow line as the thumb, but we're going to add this with that clear. And then, so I'm going to take this, and we'll use this as the thing to keep it on the nail. Now, I think I should add the colors into it, and we'll make a bangle type. Oh yeah, I was going to make it holographic, duh, forgot. So we're going to take this guy here, this holographic, and this one's going to be our bangle nail, which is our holographic one. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this. I'm going to clean this guy off so we don't get nothing in it. Wherever this is. Okay. So I think you guys should try this and see how you guys like it. And then... Okay. Alright, so I'm going to take a scoop of this. I don't know how well it'll work, but we'll sure try. Okay. I am so excited for this one. We might have to add a little bit more. Oh no, look. Oh. Oh yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna need a little bit more of that clear. Just don't touch it with your hands. Use this. Well, clean this off, then use it with that. Because we want it to go across the whole nail so we can fit the stones inside. So I think... Can you see? Okay. Okay. Okay, I think that should be enough to set that down inside there and to go across the nail, but I don't know. Because we kind of want it, well, once we stick the gems in there, it'll be okay. So, I'm going to... Hi, Cheddar! Alright, so let's stick this guy in here. Oh my god, it looks like a ring! Okay, so... Ah! Alright, we're gonna add some of this. We're gonna do... I think it's not sticking because of the stuff I put in it. So, we're gonna double this up. Oh my god, look at that. So, like, we don't want it to be crooked. Okay. I kind of went down with it, but... Doesn't it look lopsided, guys? Or is it just me? Can you see the rainbow in that, though? Hopefully. I'm hoping you can. Okay. Alright, what are we putting in the inside? We gonna do AB on the inside? that we're pushing into that, or like these little AB guys? Or we want to actually do colors, like actual rainbow colors. Okay. So I'm going to use the bigger AB rainbows. Woo! Hopefully they stay. We'll add one there, and then I'll take another bigger one. We'll do okay. Oh my god, we're making our own ring, everybody. Wow. Okay. So I think I'm going to take... Let's do one of these. We'll do one of these guys. No. No. We'll just add some small ones. We'll add the smaller ones, but not such small ones. Because we only need a few. So we'll do the ones in between. Same thing. Oh, hell. Now I done lost it. How are you doing, Cheddar? We're making bangle nails. But, you know I gotta do it different. Okay. Oh my god. I pushed this one in a little bit too far, but that's okay. No big deal. As long as we bring it down. And then kind of bring it around just like it is. This is cool as shit. We'll bring it around down like that. The only thing I don't like about this is if you do not cut it right, just like it did here. But we want it to like it's going around like a finger, so. I didn't think it was going to get this crazy. All right. There we go. Holy shit, we did it, everybody. It looks a little crooked, but it's fine. Alright, that's gonna have to go in for full 60, I think. Oh, hi, Cat. Hi, everybody. Hello. Here she is. Here they are. I think this set's gonna be banging, everybody. Okay. Now, for this one, I kind of want to go a little bit more... Like, I want to go a little bit more rhinestone-y with this one. I want it to be like, ooh, ah. You know what I mean? What are we doing? Okay. So, I'm going to try to take as much of this off of me as I can. That stuff sticks to everything. Hi, Ella Rose. How are you? I'm sorry, Chetta. I hope you feel better, love. Goodness. Alright, everybody. Here is our rainbow ring. Alright, let's make this one like the shit, right? So, I wanted to take... Oh yeah, we gotta use the colors, right? Because we're doing the colors. Okay, duh. Alright, so this time I'm gonna add the pink. So first I'm gonna add a little bit of... Oh, there it is. We're gonna add like one of these guys. We're gonna do this kind of like in the middle, okay? So we're gonna take this. This is gonna go all the way up. Okay. Alright, so we're gonna continue to use those as our bracelet here. Oh my god, the floofs, everybody. Somebody's on top of my roof, everybody. This one's going to be kind of like a crown. So we're going to take each thing, but this... We're going to take each one. And we're going to go at an angle. I'll fix it in just a second. Well, we have a little bit of a discolored one, but whatever. I thought these would make like a cool little bangle bracelet. As soon as I seen them, I'm like, oh my gosh, those would look so cool. See? Don't you guys think? I think. Something super different, but cool at the same time. Okay. I am going to go ahead and Kia that. Oh no, what happened? I missed it, y'all. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm just flying by the seat of my pants, everybody, okay? Alright, now we gotta do the pink. So we're only gonna be using the pink, okay? Now that we have that one there, so we gotta put all 6 colors. All 6 colors on the middle nail. So we are going to take this pink and we're going to take this glow powder and we're going to mix some of this glow powder in with this so we have some glow. This is going to have a little bit of hollow in it too, but there's nothing I can do about that. So do you think I should twist this too, or do like a little twisty moment even though it's just one color? What do you think? Okay, so we're going to take more. I told you this was going to be a flat out neon, like crazy neon set. Hi, Sky Angel. Hi, Ella Rose. Okay, so we're going to take my little tiny spoon, which I love dearly. Girl, I am though. Okay, so we're going to take this guy and hopefully this works. If it doesn't, oh well, we can just say we tried. Might make it a little marbly, but at least it's pink. It definitely made it look marbly. Oh, can you see that? It's actually marbly, so that's actually kind of cool. So now we have a marble. That's cool. Let me add a little more. But once you put that glow in here, that glow is going to be on everything. Literally. So you have to be careful that you don't get it on other stuff. That's the only, like, issue here with using that glow powder. Okay. So this guy, I feel like I want just a round bangle. Now this one might not work because I put that powder on it. Okay. Yeah, I didn't think so. It's not sticking to the nail. Now, typically, what you don't want... Okay, so we need to make it stickier. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to roll it out and twist it. It's only one color, but it'll thin it out, but it'll also still give it like a bangle feel. And then you can actually take and twist 2 colors together if you want, but... So you don't want to cut it off too far, because if you cut it off too far, then you're missing, like, that bangle look, I guess, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Okay. I actually love it. Okay, there's our pink bangle. Let's put her in, just in case she doesn't want to stick. So now we're going to do the pink. We're going to do the orange. We're going to add a few of these intertwined in there. So I think I'm going to add a few of just the colors themselves of these neon colors here. And then we can take and do these little round ones here, which they look perfect on the nail because you can actually add the diamonds inside. So, but we do need a chain on this nail too. So I'm going to grab the... And then you can also make, like, take these for instance. You can intertwine these and use these as a bangle, like a hooked on bangle effect. Okay, so I'm actually going to use this guy. So we'll just use, like, this guy in the middle instead of... Okay, I'm just gonna cut this. You guys should see my desk right now. Dude, the fact that you guys are still here, thank you. Look, this is gonna be so cool. Okay. So I'm gonna take my gloopy. I'm gonna bring this around. And we need diamonds. Okay? So we're gonna take this little guy here. Ooh! And so what I'm gonna do is, what was I using? Oh yeah. Okay, I am going to use, let's do green. No. Let's add, like, let's add a few of these little round ones. See what it gets us, shall we? Nope, I don't like those. Don't like them at all. Alright, this one's just gonna be gold, everybody. So, okay. So I'm gonna take, alright, so that's gonna be the middle. So I'm gonna actually do purple in the middle, because we're on a pink. Alright, so we're going to do blue here, and then pink on this side. But they're going to be smaller. So we're going to do blue, and then pink. And then we're going to go smaller and smaller. then I'm going to do a small green. Come on, green. Oh my gosh, you guys. I think have you guys seen the hype thing where you can hype the lives or the videos? Get back up there, bro. Have you guys seen all that? Like, for me, I've hyped a few videos. I don't know how. I think Nelly was the one that told me. Come on, buddy. Stay up there. I know you're heavy, but... Now, you guys know I have to do... These are definitely thicker, a lot thicker. Okay, so we need a small orange. This set might be like the coolest set I've done in a minute. Oh my god, come on. Now these ones are so big though. Now you want to make sure you have enough gap between each one. You don't want them to be too far, but you don't want them to be like... And you want them to kind of be in the middle, of course. If one is hanging off, but the other one's not, push. Look at that. Alright, we're going to cure that puppy. It's really about making it your own, to be honest. Okay, let's do our orange. Let's get our orange up in there. Now this one I'm actually going to... I'm going to have to do it with all of them now. Or I think I should do every other one, don't you guys? I don't want them all to glow, because then it would look weird. So I think every other one is probably best for the glow, so that way the whole nail isn't cray-cray looking. You know what I mean? Hi, Manny! Oh, thanks, Cheddar. I did my thumb, and this is what my thumb looks like. This is what our pinky looks like, because I wanted a dark, sassy, bold rainbow. I was tired of all the same damn colors, so we kind of did our own little moment here, and so that's why I went ahead and did this one, so they were kind of the same, and then the middle one's going to be like our main one, and then the other ones are only going to be halfway, and I think, because I only have one Kuromi, I was like, do I want to put Kuromi in there, or... I was like, I don't know. Wasn't sure if I should, and then I was like, I don't know. So this guy, we're going to try to do the exact same thing. So we're starting with our pink. Now, each one of these is going to be rainbow, of course. So this one is just going to be... Did I swirl that? I did. Okay. So this one's just going to be plain. So we have 6 colors to fit on here. Okay. Look. Goodness. But this one I really wanted to, like, shine and sparkle and all that jazz, you know? Okay, so this one's kind of going up a little bit. So we're going to take this guy and we're going to met him this way. Now you want it to stick to the nail, guys. Oh no, there's some black on it. Oh well, okay. Alright, we're going to cure that one, and then we're going to move on, and we're actually going to add the... So I'm going to do... I wish I had more of... You know those ones of these that have the diamonds inside, but it's a chain with diamonds in it? I used to have one. However, I don't know what happened to it. I either used it, or I'm not really sure, to be honest with you, so... That sucks, but it's okay. We shall keep going. So, I think for the next one, I'm going to use... a bigger chain. This one's a little bit on the thicker side. It's not as thin as the one I used previously. So we're going to cut this guy. Really, it's all about adding it to the nail, guys. It's not even like, it should not take you guys as long as it is me. I just am slow and I really want it to look really good and I don't want to slop it on there, you know? But now the next color is yellow, and we're going to have to put our blue inside of that so it glows. They're not, no, they're not, well, I mean, I don't think they're heavy. I don't think they're heavy. I don't know, I haven't put them on yet, so we shall see. But the rainbow is rainbowing for sure. Alright, let's go ahead and put this chain on, so we have that. I wanted to do a clock so bad, but it's okay. Could always paint a clock on this one, but what if we painted a clock on that, guys? That would be kind of cool. But then again, I don't want to mess it up either, you know? You'd have to be super precise. How's everybody? Make sure she's bloody straight. I think they're straight. I don't know. We're going to go ahead and... we're just going to do it. Okay. I might not be able to get done with this. I don't know. We'll try. I'm going to try, guys. I want to wear them tonight for Sissy's game. Okay. So you want to come right at the very edge. So it aligns with the nail. And then kind of just push that little excess out. And then I'm going to take this guy. I don't know if we're going to have enough room to put all the colors on here, damn it. But that's okay if we don't. At least we got the majority of it on, you know? Alrighty, let's do our yellow. Let's do our yellow, everybody. So I think with this one, we are also going to do glow. So let's grab our color. And this one I think I might make a little bit smaller. So they'll get smaller as they go down. Let's go ahead and add our glow. Okay, so this one I'm going to twist. We'll have to put a top coat on everything, though. So I'm going to twist this, or... Oh! We'll see how good they glow. I'm going to twist this. Okay. So I kind of want it to be a little bit more twisty. Ah! Okay. Alright, well, I think we're going to get the green and the blue, but we might not get the purple on, but that's okay. Okay, y'all, that's crazy. What are we going to do next, though? Do we want to do some colored gems? Yeah. Okay, let's do another thing of colored gems. So we use the purple first on that one. So let's kind of start with maybe a green. Since that's a yellow, we'll do a green, blue, yellow. It's probably blue and then green, yellow. Or we'll just do green in the middle and then yellow and then blue on the side. Because I think we might only be able to fit 3 on there. Because it's at the small end of the nail. Not really sure, but... Yes, everybody. Do some nails. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. So it's going to look a lot different too. Because as you can see, this is the white versus the black. Because I wanted it to kind of stand out a little bit more, you know. So I don't know how it's going to go, but we're doing it. So next up, we're going to go ahead and we are going to add a star, I think. I'm going to do this again here. I just want to say thank you, everybody, for being here. I never finished my story, but that's okay. Alright, so let's do green in the middle. So this one we're going to do small versus small, small, I think. We can use that. That's fine. Okay, so we'll use this, and then we're going to do... Get off of me. So you can do 2 in the middle. So this one's going to be a tad bit different, guys. Okay. So we're going to do that. And then we're going to do yellow on this side. But it's going to be smaller. Okay. And then this side, we're going to need... What the... Okay. Those are still bigger. There's like 3 different sizes, I guess, inside my thing. Because these are super tiny. But these ones are bigger. Wasn't expecting that, but that's okay. So if you are going to do this, just make sure they're the same size. Okay, blue, but small side. The only thing I hate is I can never get these to roll over. Roll over, baby. Oh my god. I freaking love it, man. Okay. Okay. So we're going to leave it like that on the side. Listen, I know that those do not match. But you know what? We're not going to say anything, okay? Oh my god. Okay, let's put our... Let's make sure it's kind of the same all the way around, too. Okay. We're going to do 3 on this side as well. Happy Thursday! You're good, love. You don't have to explain or anything like that. I am getting this shit everywhere. No? Okay, I've been on here for 2 hours, but I'm really trying to get this done, but it's okay if we don't. I wish this would really... So you can have it come all the way down. All the way to the side. Do you want it hanging off? No. You want it to the side, but you don't want it hanging off, you know? So try to keep it as best you can. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and cure that. Ah! I dropped it. I dropped it. Oh my god, we're good. How is that possible when I freaking dropped it and it landed right on all of that? This might be the coolest. I don't know. Anyway, we're going to put her in the lamp, full stop, and then while that's in the lamp, we're going to get our green ready. Now, did we make the yellow glow? Yeah, we did. Okay, so let's grab our green. So the green's not going to glow. So we're going to grab our green here, and we are going to go ahead and get a little bit of this green. Because I don't think we're going to need too much. Because it's the, like, bottom of the nail. Some of it might glow, I don't know. I know, right? Okay, so I'm gonna twist. No, I'm not. Okay. These ones aren't as easy to twist as the ones in the pink bottles, you know? Okay. Ooh, look, it looks like I'm wearing... Okay, so that one's... Oh, okay. Well, I already done twisted it, so screw it. Can you guys see? As long as we can get that blue on there, guys, I think we'll be okay. It's going to be a little bit of blue, but that's okay because that'll in turn give us what we need for, like, the rainbow. To know that that is the rainbow, you know what I mean? Oh my god! I'm curing it. I'm trying to make sure I cure it really good so I don't have to go in and do it. I could just put the top coat on top, you know what I mean? I mean, honestly, I don't have to do these nails if I don't want to. I could leave them black because it's my pointer and my ring finger and maybe put something in the middle. What do you guys think? Should I just do a middle, something in the middle of those two so we're not doing bangles on the entire thing, or should I do the entire thing? I just know if I do the entire thing, we're going to be here for another hour and a half, and I'm telling you right now, my foot is flipping killing me. Like, it's hurting bad. Okay. She's looking schmancy. Okay. So let's do some more of these gold things. Okay. So we're going to do a thing here. And I'll do one little blue thing right there. So we at least get some blue on there, right? So I'm going to take these little... Oh, is this a stud? I have a stud. Where'd you go? Guys. No, it looks horrible down there. We'll have to save that for another day. Unfortunately, we'll have to save that for another day. Okay. So, let's do kind of like what we did at the top, because we don't have a lot of room. So I have these little squares, and essentially they're the same thing. So we're kind of sticking with the aesthetic here. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this guy up here more so we have a little bit more room for that blue. Okay. What we can do is add, like, more of those, or we can add AB crystals to the side of that. Do we want AB on the side of that, or let's try. Nope, that's too big. Okay, that's fine. Let's cut this guy. Could do something. Yeah, okay. So let's cut this guy up. We'll do just a little bit of him. Give it a different type of color on each side. Now, hopefully it works. I'm not sure if it will, but we're gonna hope so. Come on. Just like that. Okay. Let me make sure I got enough. Okay. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? What did I do with the rest of it? Oh, there it is. Okay. So let's take the rest of it and add it this way. So really you're just making some pretty cool looking. I would say for these ones you'll have to go pretty fast though. If you want them to stay and be flat. Oh my goodness. This is kind of hard, not gonna lie. Because you have to make them the same, you know? Oh shit balls, Batman. People would say, oh, just do it. Well, if it's crooked, I'm gonna be pissed that I spent all that time and then it's crooked. You know what I mean? I'm gonna pull it up. Because this side is crooked. Well, I thought it was a good idea anyway. Whew. That was a freaking jeez. Now we can put our blue on there and that'll somewhat complete the rainbow. And then I'll be happy. But what do you guys think? Do we just want to do, like, on the other ones, do we want to just put something in the middle of our nail here so we can still see around it? Or do we want to go through and do the whole bangles on every single nail? Hell no. Yay. Well, that is not an option at this point. So, we're going to do our thing. We just need one more of these, and then that one's done. I'm not going to fight with it anymore. But if you guys have these shapes, try using these shapes too. Now, when you're on the corner of your nail, you kind of want to be careful, but make sure it's touching. Okay. So, I think my little thing needs plugged in because it's not curing anything. But now, let's grab our blue real quick. We'll add a little tiny, just a little tiny bit of blue, and we'll be done with that nail. That was kind of a lot, Crystal. So this one's going to have to be even smaller. So we'll do this one non-twisted. I think this one's my favorite. I love them, but I really didn't need all of that. Now, this one's going to have to be the absolute thinnest because it's at the very bottom. So we're going to twist and twist. You guys have got to try this. I'm not usually one for trends, but I would say go and do your own vibe on it. Don't do like the tortoise shell. And if you do the tortoise shell, do it different. Be unique with it, guys. Oh, yeah. Got it. Okay, there she is. There's the full rainbow, everybody. In she goes. Alrighty, dighty. Now, I don't really know what to put on the other fingers. To be honest with you. I almost feel like doing like a middle thing of some sorts. You know what I mean? Like something in the middle. Something kind of like this just to give it some pizzazz. And then, you know what? We could do rainbow all the way down the center of that. Yeah. What time is it? 2. Guys, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get this done. Okay. I'm not going to be able to get these done. However, these right here, I think what I'm going to do is we're going to do just middle. Okay, we're going to go down the middle with our colors, but we're going to do the big ones. Okay, so we're going to take and use this middle guy right here. And we'll use 2 of these guys, smash it in the middle so it can still be elegant and cute and vibrant. And then we'll have the rainbow going up each side on each nail. I think I want to use these, but it's not, it kind of doesn't really stick out, but it's fine. It's not AB, but it's okay. We'll deal with it. You know what I mean? But I do want to show you guys what they at least look like before we go. And I'll, of course, I'll do shorts and stuff for you guys too. Now, if you guys want me to come back on to do that, I can do that later tonight, but it's going to be super late. I do have to talk to you guys about some shit anyway, but besides the point, I'm going to move this out of the way really quickly. I want to put them on at least for you guys, so you can get to see what they at least look like on me. Hi, Tammy! Okay. Here's my nails. I'm going to let them air out a little bit. Alright. So, typically you want to take your top coat and you want to go over all of your stuff, okay? Now, I haven't done that on this yet because I just wanted to get these done. However, I will go back in and do that, and I will make sure to do that on... This is what they look like. So, I'm going to stick this guy on. Hopefully it still sticks. No, it doesn't. These are like one-time use freaking things, and they drive me bonkers. I'm curious to see if they actually glow. But I do want to put them on. So if you guys have any, what do you want to call that? Any recommendations if you want to do this, like I said on this, and you guys want me to add something, let me know. And we can do that tonight. But I just want to put them on and show you what they look like, at least right now. Because I don't want to keep you guys here all day. But I really, really needed this nail therapy, and so I'm very grateful. Thank you guys so freaking much for being here. Thank you to my mods, and thank you to everybody who showed up. I'm going to... Okay, so here's this one, and then this one. Oh my god, how cool are those? We definitely have to do something on those. We cannot just leave them like that, but for this, we will. For right now. Okay. So one thing I've learned is put this guy inside first. I'm okay, love. But you guys let me know, you know, what you guys think of, you know, the whole set in general, and if you would like me to add. Oh my god. Oh my god, look at that. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. Let's get these on. So, this one. Definitely missing something for sure, but that's okay. You know what? I just stuck that off there. Where did... Oh, hell no. It's stuck on there now. Well, that's... Oh, now I take it off. Wonderful. Okay. Imagine that. That would always happen to me, right? I think my daughter, she is going to like them. I don't know, but I'm hoping that she likes them, though, at least. Okay, let me put this guy on. Now, these nails are my top nails that I have found that don't leak, that don't shrink, and they look so good on me for the length that they are. I absolutely love them. I don't think I'm going to want to take them off, but I definitely want to do some stuff to them for sure. I think the white one might be my favorite, guys. Oh, shit. You definitely have to be careful pushing down on it, though. Wow, that is different. Holy cannoli. Oh, shit, I guess I should have waited to put that on. Are you guys excited to see it? Who would have thought it would have been this hard to get some freaking things off? Oh, hell. Don't do this, guys. If you don't have hands, oh my god. Oh. Hold on, y'all. I'm really trying, I promise. Okay. Oh! My body's like, I hate you right now. Okay. Ah! Love it. It is a little bit harder to put shit on this hand. I'm not gonna lie about that. How do you people do it? Oh, hell. We're just gonna put this guy on. Doesn't matter. From I Dream of Jeannie. Oh, it does, doesn't it? It does remind me of Genie in a Bottle, doesn't it? Oh my god. I think my take on this was cool as shit, you guys. Now, obviously these don't have the glossy top coat on them. But once, yeah, definitely. We definitely need colors on these. And I think once we get the colors down the center of them, it's going to really set this off like there's no other. You know what I mean? Look at that, y'all. It's, you know what? Dare to be different, everybody. Dare to be different. This is why I do nails. Right here. Now, you guys know I love rainbows, so, I mean, look, I got both my nails on. Woo! Let me zoom out. Did that work? Yeah, it did. Okay, I'm going to move these out of the way. I'm going to shut my light off, so that way I can put my hands in the lamp. Light off. Ooh. The only problem is that the thumb doesn't glow, but that's okay. Whoa. There we go. The star and the moon. Let me do this. So the moon works too. Not works, but the moon glows too. Focus. There we go. So they do glow, which is great. The blue doesn't glow, but my star does. So they at least glow. And then we need to do the rest of those. But I think they're cool. Different. Super cool, though. Super different. Super cool. I like them. So, you gotta try it, everybody. You got to try it. I know I went a little overboard, but I think I like the rainbow look. It's definitely different on the black, you know? It's not the same. But I like it. It's not something I would particularly think I would do, but yeah, I like it. Like it a lot. So, with that being said, thank you everybody for being here. This is the sparkle on the black. Just, it sparkles so much. But once I clean them up and get the top coat on, then you'll really be able to see everything. Definitely think they're super cool. But maybe we'll come back and we'll do this tonight. If you guys want me to come back tonight, we'll definitely finish these black ones tonight for sure. What do you think? Just let me know. Comment. And I really can't thank you guys enough for being here tonight. You really made my day. Thank you, because I really needed it. So I hope this helped you guys too. And I hope it helps you guys to make you want to go and try this as well. And be yourself. Doesn't matter if you think it's going to look stupid or maybe you've not seen something before. Anything is possible. So make what you got. Make with what you got. Okay? You don't have to have everything I got, and you don't have to have everything everybody else has. Just make it unique to yourself. That way, when people look at your set, they know, yeah. Just like, you know, me. They'd be like, yeah, that's sugar. You know? I mean, I don't know if that's what y'all think, but you get what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Tonight, and I really thank you because it does the same thing for me. Aw, thanks. Yes, nail art is definitely art, for sure. So, this is what they look like up close. Super cool. Really, really like them. Glad that they glow as well. Oop, there she is. So I'll go get some pictures like this, like before and after, and then we'll, yeah. You guys let me know after the end of this live. So thank you guys so much for all your help and all your love and support and just hanging with me. I really appreciate it so much. I love them. So I'm going to get off here and put my foot up. Thanks for hanging with me, and make sure you like and subscribe, and if you're new, check out my other content. I love you guys. Thanks for coming, and thanks for making my day that much more. I love you guys. Have an amazing day, and don't worry, you are freaking worth it. So if you want to do it, because only you can make yourself do it. Thank you. I love you guys. Toodaloo.